everybody, it's Louisa with Hustle Heart. You know, I'm new and I'm just here to tell everybody about what I learned in my day. And I've had a long day. I have learned a few things today that I didn't know yesterday. I still suck, but not as bad as yesterday, so I'm pretty happy about that. I wrote some stuff down. I'm making about $20 an hour if I average everything out, and that's okay, but I would like to make a little bit more. Here's why. We're in a pandemic and I'm risking a lot to do this, so I figure I would want it to even out a little bit, but I also understand that I'm new and I'm just learning the ropes, so I have to expect that I'm gonna make a little bit less. All right, so some things that I learned. I wrote some stuff down because I don't remember nothing. My brain is pudding by the time I get parking at the end of the night. I realized that I can make more money if I left my area. I like to service my little circumference, maybe my zip code, my little 2-mile radius in my own area. If I went to the more affluent area, I can make more money. The 1 or 2 times that I did, I think I got tipped $20 in hand and in app. And then another time I got tipped another $20. And there are a lot of batches always coming in and going out for the more affluent areas. But here's the moral thing, just for me, no judgment to those who like to do it. I want to service my own area, not the old-fashioned way. But I'm sorry, I'm a nut. I want to service my own area. I want to service the lower income areas. They're not getting a lot of, I don't know, people don't want to go into buildings. Like me, I don't like going into buildings, but sometimes I will, you know. I want to be able to give back in that kind of way. That's just a personal thing. So I'll do maybe a few affluent areas, and then the rest I want to do a nice circumference of the lower middle class, lower class, not really lower class, lower income area. So, and if you can manage to have someone with you, you know, in these days, there's not a lot going on, you know. You're just in your house chilling. Then you bring somebody with you who also wants to risk their life to deliver groceries. I found a really cute tip. You take a picture of your order. Take a picture of each individual order and put it in their photo gallery and give it to them. So let's say you have 20 things that you have to get in your batch. Take a picture of 10, hand it to them, and you go do the other 10 and you guys split. By the time you come back, you just wrapped up your orders like nothing. You're in and out of that store. So that was something that I learned. I also learned to look at the times of days. If you do stick to the same places, look at the times and days things work out. Like, I realize if I do a Costco order, if I do it in the morning time, I know there's going to be ground beef. I know there's going to be chicken. I know there's going to be paper towel. Those things are freshly put out in the morning. So when I get a big batch and I see that they want those things, I can take it. But if I see a big batch and it's like 3 o'clock, and you see ground beef, you see chicken, like you, not even chicken because they have chicken, but if you see ground beef and stuff like that on the order, certain things, Clorox, you know they're probably going to be sold out for the day. Don't take it. It'll just be problems. Okay, Aldi's is my favorite store. I always stalk Aldi's. I will wait outside of Aldi's for a batch to come up, and I'm already sitting there, so it's perfect. And because Aldi's at this point is making you stand online, I always try to sit in the parking lot. And I've realized Aldi's is pretty much okay throughout the day. So I can take any order. There's going to be pizzas, there's going to be dairy, there's going to be cleaning items, there's going to be fabuloso and things to clean your floor. They're going to have meat. So I like going to Aldi's. Plus, here's the third thing that I learned. Stick to the supermarkets that are your personal favorite. When I find myself sticking to my personal favorite supermarket, I know where everything is. I could just do a quick 1-2 over of what they're ordering, and I know where it is. I know where all the seasonings are, just everything. So stick to the supermarket that you actually like to shop in. It's working for me. What else? Let's see. Wear your mask. Even if you don't believe in it, wear your mask. We won't discuss the politics around wearing your mask. Somebody argued me down to the ground about a mask. Listen, you do what you want out here in these streets. Wear your mask. Your customers like to see you have it on. I was wearing my mask, delivering the batch, and the customer says to me, "Oh, thank God you're wearing a mask. The last person I had," and she went on about the last person. I said, "Well, perhaps because, I stick together with my Instacart crew." I said, "Well, maybe the last person had a mask and they took it off for your, to not insult you, with the mask. Or they were wearing the mask all day and it might have gotten dirty. That's why they took it off." And she said, "Well, I didn't think of that." I said, "Yeah, you never know why they took their mask off." And she was like, "All right." The next one is communicate with your customer. I communicate. The first thing I do a greeting. "Hi, I'm Luisa. I'll be your shopper today. If there's any questions that you have, just contact me. We can walk through this together." They like it. And I noticed that I got more tips once I started communicating with them. If they wanted cake, but there was no cake, I'll say, "Listen, there's no cake. There's no chocolate cake. But I did find these delicious chocolate cupcakes, Godiva. It's about $1 or so more. Do you want that as a replacement? Do you prefer that?" They love it. And I notice it in my tips. So that's the point, right? And something else I noticed, I still hate produce. I do not like loose weighted out items. "Oh, I only want 2.4 pounds of potatoes." Do you only want one potato? Because a potato could be, I want a russet potato that actually has russet in it. I can't find you a russet potato, sir. I don't want to find you a russet potato. I want you to eat peaches. I don't care what you do. I'm not looking for a potato. I have been potato scarred. I still hate produce, but I digress. Let's get back to the list. Oh, last but not least, I realized that I like smaller batches. I've seen a $50 batch with 123 items. I've done those. I realized I like a small batch. I can get in and get out. I can especially if I'm in Aldi's, I can locate the item. I can get on that long 30-person line, 6 feet distance, social distancing line, and I can get in and out. I realized I can make more orders with these smaller batches than I can with those huge 122 item batches. I had one of those batches. The lady didn't even tip me. She didn't tip me. The app, I think she put like $4 or $5 in the app for a tip. I don't know. So I realized that I like the small batches. Well, that's me finishing up. That's all that I got. And I'm just here to tell you what I've learned, because honestly, I'm very new, but I know what I know. And I've seen it in my tips, so I see that I'm improving every single day. So if you have any other tips, please share them with me. I am open to them. And my link is in the description. If you want to sign up under my link. Help me out. Good night.